wouldn't have missed us for anything. If it was 4 feet of snow, he would have come. It's a super horse.
This wasn't to be any walkover. Despite Secretariat's might, 11 horses were entered against him. There were some good ones from Canada. Presidial, Fabe Count, and Twice Lucky, and among the good American imports, there were Golden Dawn, Big Spruce, and Triangular. And of course, Canada's own horse of the year, Kennedy Road.
Training a horse like Kennedy Road is like driving your first Cadillac limousine. It makes you a little nervous. You're afraid you might break it. He's proven himself to be one of the greatest horses ever produced in Canada. It's a great thrill to be able to get on a horse and ride a horse like this, let alone train him. When I was a kid, I used to be so happy when I could ride a really good horse. There's a feeling you get that you can't explain to anybody. In my career, I think this is the biggest thrill for me so far, to be able to train a horse like this. Sunday, we're hooking supposedly the horse of the century. Kennedy Road, he's in good shape. We ran him last Sunday, broke the Canadian record. Gomez, he's the ideal rider for this horse because of his natural ability to judge time.
Secretariat got beat 2 or 3 times already. Hitler got beat in the Second War. I don't see why he don't get beat. So my chances is very big. I rode him last time. I really got impressed with him, and to me, it's between Secretariat and me. Secretariat show up in Toronto is very, very big help for races in Canada, even if he get beat by me.
This horse, when he comes out of that gate, he's just gonna burst into the lead, just go. That's what he said. That's what he knows how to. That's the way he runs best. That's the way we're gonna do it. And I'm hoping it's a good, hard, fast racetrack, and they'll have to beat the record to beat him.
Top of the day. Good horse.
You better grab his pictures because he wins. It'll be the upset of the century.
It was admittedly a day of very mixed emotions for one little man, Canadian-born jockey Ron Turcotte.
It's like coming home with your own hero, you know, like he carried me to so many notable races, and now he come home and I can't ride him.
I think it's very unfortunate. I hope this jockey does just as well.
Ronnie played a big part. I think Ronnie was very good. He come up every morning and he worked hard with me. He worked the horse mostly all the time. I think that Ronnie Turcotte today is probably the best rider in the United States.
We try to work together, and he asks me different things about the horse, different feelings when I work him, and then he adjusts to the situation the way you think it should be, and we've been a great combination, I think. It's been an incredible experience and satisfaction having an opportunity to work with a horse like that. He moves so good and so free, and when he runs so fast you don't really realize how fast he goes because he's got so much power and he's got the speed and everything. Like I don't think no jockey can get on him and say the time that he went in. I know I can't come down to the time because he does everything so easy. It's like piloting a jet, I guess. He just pushes the accelerator and he goes on. I don't think the bad condition will affect the horse at all because he's always impressed me like he would run even on broken bottles.
I'm very grateful to have had Secretariat in our lives. My father spent 30 years in racing and developing his broodmare band, and to have something like this come out of your own breeding is a tremendous thrill and a great sense of accomplishment. He's so good looking, he captures the imagination of not only the race fan, but the children. The children are crazy about this horse.
I want to see Secretariat race. I think Secretariat's a great horse.
I think he's so wonderful and so exciting, and he's brought families out to the racetrack, and our mail is full of love and enthusiasm, and I hope that all of this lasts and inures to the benefit of racing. He has sort of started a resurgence of interest in racing. The average fan was getting older. We weren't getting people out to the racetrack. With all the youngsters that have fallen in love with this horse, if a third of them make their boyfriends take them to the racetrack when they're 18, Secretariat will have achieved more than just his race record, more than his money won, and more than the number of times you've seen Mrs. Tweedy on television.
I found her to be one of the most gracious and charming women I've ever met. I don't know of anyone who could have been more cooperative than she was in every phase leading up to the race.
I'm delighted that people are glad he's come and are enjoying having him here and seeing as much as we're going to be able to this afternoon. It's bad luck that the weather is not pleasanter, but racing is a matter of luck with the elements, and you can't control these things, so we just have to accept the fact that it's a bad day. The people who really are enthusiastic are here, cold and wet anyway. Secretariat loves to run, and this should be communicated to the world, that this is a vital sport. It's an exciting sport, and it's not an exploitation of horses, that there are horses like Secretariat who are sound and able and think running is thrilling. He knows when he wins. He knows when people notice him. It's been a good experience for him, too.
There was an added bonus for racing fans. The world's most successful lady